heaven and the first earth were passed away.
Yeah, it was passed away. That judgment came. Go ahead.
And there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
Now, like I said before, it's a people before it's a place. All right, which is the elect of the Negroes, Latinos, and the Native Americans, man. All right, prepared as a bride because the Lord look at us as a delicate and comely woman. Okay, so we're the bride of the Lord, man. All right. That's why he said that we had committed adultery when we went after these other gods. Yeah, that's big to the marriage. All right, that is the marriage right there. After this place is destroyed, then the marriage is going to come. That New Jerusalem coming down.
It says, and I heard a great voice out of heaven, saying, Behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men.
Yeah, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men. Does that mean that only men are going to be saved? No. It means that the Lord deals with the man. The women, the children are going to be saved by the man, as we was talking about yesterday. All right, that's why the man have to make sacrifices. The ultimate sacrifice, you got to sacrifice your home, your family, all right, your mother, your father, the time with your children. You got to sacrifice some things to make a heavenly investment. Okay? What sacrifice is made that don't pay out at the end, man? The fact that the Lord came down here and sacrificed was our ability to receive grace, which we need in today's age, man, because you can't keep the law perfect.
Proverbs 8:4 says, Unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of man.
Period. Hey, straight to the point. That's who the Lord, ain't no women gonna be out here in garments preaching and prophesying. And if they are, they going off. All right? They completely going off. How many women did the Lord have with the disciples? None. It was all men. It was men that he gave the secrets to. It was men that he was riding with. It was men that he had the Passover with, man. All right?
Verse 4, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sin, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, as the Most High have remembered her iniquities.
That's part of that strangers of the salvation, man. Okay? The fact when the chariots show up and deliver the elect. Okay, because as the ICBMs is coming down, you're going to have them chariots beaming up the elect. All right?
That was it.
So Revelation 21, and verse 4, it says, And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes.
Yeah, what? Oh, can we get Ezekiel 9 and 4, please? All right, he's going to wipe away all of the tears. But the tears only come to those who really care. You got a lot of people talking about Black Lives Matter. They care for their people. We got to come back together as a nation and be strong and black and all of that bullshit, man. But the real tears the real tears belong to the men of the Lord. All right?
Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry.
That sigh and that cry, those tears, man. By what?
For all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Only the men of the Lord are going to care, man. Okay? That mark that they're going to receive was that exemption from judgment. Okay? Go ahead. Why? Because they cared. Because they sighed and they cried. For the things that go on hey, for you to call yourself a human, but you don't see the earth crying, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear about you being a humanitarian and all of that bullshit, man. All right, you got people that, oh, we got Green Day, let's clean up this and that. But you ain't tackling the real problem, the corruption that goes on in the society. All right? Like you said, you got all these people protesting, well, not necessarily protesting, but getting mad at the fact that Kaepernick is standing up for what he believes in, yet still you got these goddamn priests touching little boys and shit. You okay in pedophilia. You okay in same-sex marriage. Which is not humane because you can't reproduce. It's not normal, man. For a grown-ass man to be in love with a fucking 6-year-old boy.
Verse 5. And to the others he said in my hearing, go after him through the city and smite.
Through that same city, that same people. The Negroes, Latinos, and the Native Americans, man. All right, some of them will receive that mark, that exemption from judgment, but some of them is going to be smitten, man. All right, go ahead.
Let not your eyes spare.
Don't spare none. Go ahead.
Neither have ye pity.
Yep, the Lord said we're going to receive part of his fury, man. All right? So if you grew up with your best friend is part of that, and you part of that exemption from judgment, hey, you're going to have part of the Lord's Spirit. Like, you're going to feel his fury. This is a guy who's been holding on to seeking revenge for over 2,000 years, man. And he's going to give you a portion of that. All right, yeah, I'm going to bring it in. It goes, it's Dragon Ball Z. All right, with Vegeta, he's like, bam, you know, I'm going to give you my energy. The Lord is going to give us a spark of his energy, Lord willing. All right? So the anger that you have still ain't even enough. His anger been marinating. All right? His anger been marinating, man. And he's clear-headed about his anger because he said he's not going to drink no yayan until the kingdom comes. So it ain't like he just mad drunk or drunk and mad, you know, or have liquid courage. No, he really want to bathe his sword in blood, man. And a righteous man should want to do so also when the time is right. Through Yahawashi and Yahawashi, man.
I got an example of that.
Cursed be him that keepeth his sword from blood.
This is Joshua chapter 8, verse 26. For Joshua drew not his hand back, wherewith he stretched out the spear, until he utterly destroyed all the inhabitants of Ai.
Yeah, like, hey, Joshua was a man of war, man. All right? So imagine that and him having the fury of the Lord. Because when the Lord actually gives us the power, all right, and some of his fury, it's not going to be nothing nice, man. It's just going to be judgment. At the end of the day, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be judgment.
Yeah, this is the same God that's all love, as the Christians say. This is the same power. The same one that's coming with indignation and like the brother's going into, this is the same God, this is the same entity, the same power.
But you know, they got their own God. You know what I'm saying?
God that created heaven and earth. We're talking about the same entity. So I use the love scripture to say, oh no, God won't do that. God created heaven and earth, procreation and all that. Yeah, he also created destruction too.
He's balanced.
It's a balanced power, man. It's an abomination to be unbalanced with the Most High.
From the jump, he was balanced. He created light out of darkness, man. That's balance.
Why did he want to destroy 2/3 of his own inheritance, man? If he's all love, because 2/3 of his inheritance is jacked up, man. He gotta get rid of him. You can't keep that cancer in Israel, man. Oh, we gotta love, and then y'all try to bring the heathen nations in on top of that.
After he told us not to follow after them. Like we always say, Solomon didn't go off having many women. He went off because he followed after their gods and their customs, man. It had nothing to do with the women. The scriptures tell you that men do things like that for women. What did it say? They go out of their wits, man. All right, he was just a man. But when, you know what I'm saying, when he came back, hey, he had it perfect. Okay? And we're the same way. We going through what we're going through. You gotta fight. You know what I'm saying? But you're not perfect, and you won't be perfect until that new covenant is established, to where the laws is written in our inward parts. All right, to where you already premeditatively is not gonna go off. Okay, you are automatically you're gonna be proactive to not go off. And it's gonna allow us to keep our kingdom. Because when you bring in the wickedness, that's why all the other nations lost their kingdom. That's why Esau is going to go down, because of his wickedness. But like it tells you in Wisdom of Solomon, their wickedness is embedded in them, man. Righteousness is embedded in us. We just learn the ways of the heathen. All right? So the ones who want to come back to their heritage, ask the Lord for repentance, and that he's allowing to, I would say. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be on that first go-round to the kingdom of heaven, man. They're going to be part of that established government to govern the whole world. Now, ultimately, like he said, he is long-suffering. He is a merciful power, right? All of Israel is going to be saved, all right? But some of them are going to have to receive death before that.
Go ye after him through the city and smite, let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young.
Old and young. Because for some reason, when it comes to death, in war, it seems like people feel only men is supposed to die. Children not supposed to die, women not supposed to die, the old not supposed to die. All right? Everybody can die. Like, everybody can get death. Everybody dies.
I mean, for the most part, biblically, you know, the Lord sit there and tell you to spare a certain amount, but when the Lord wants something eradicated, He's gonna eradicate. Now, if a person has a problem with us saying women and children die, you support a country that bombed Japan with atomic bombs. You know what I'm saying? And that was a bunch of women and children in that, and they're still feeling the effects of it to this day. You know, I mean, they're not really, it's not too detrimental, but they can't go back to that area. You know, I think it was just recently established that they can get a little bit closer and start going into that area without any physical harm or anything. You know? Here it is, Babylon dropped Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And then not talking about the Vietnam War, it was killing kids and stuff. You know? I was just looking up, you know, through the spirit about the war crimes of America, and it was talking about what they did to the Issacharites. I'm about to say the Mexicans, but what they did to the Issacharites or to the Mexicans, what they did in the Vietnam War, what they did to Iraq, with the war on terror. You know what I'm saying? Just because they don't say on the news because they learned their lesson, they don't say on the news that we killed a family today. But the other news like RT, BBC, Al Jazeera, Press TV, they put it out there, man. They even filmed the kids while they half dead, man. So you can see, so it's not just speculation, you can actually see what they've done to the kids over a so-called terrorist that was in that area. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically you being a hypocrite to get mad at when we bring out the scriptures and saying the Lord will punish, you know, women and children and men, old and young. Oh, Lord won't do that, you know, y'all tripping and y'all got demons on y'all or whatever you want to say about us. But then you don't got no problem with America. They're bombing people to this day and every day for no reason, for their selfish intent, for resources. The Lord is doing this to cleanse the world. He's going to be bombing the wicked of our people and the wicked people on this planet Earth. Okay? Like I said, one apple destroys a whole bunch, one bad apple destroys a whole bunch. The Lord just getting rid of that apple. You know?
Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children, and women. Come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin in my sanctuary.
And begin at his sanctuary, man. All right, the ones that call themselves Israelites and the people, the 2/3, man. Okay?
And that's a different mark. That's not the mark of the beast. You know what I'm saying? Just for clarity. It's not the mark of the beast. That's more of a person that you basically you point at and say he cool. You mark that person. I know him, he alright. Not actually putting a physical mark. The mark in Revelation is physical. The other one is spiritual to a connotation to say, no, I know him, he all good. He marked. You know what I'm saying? If you're a bounce at the club, you basically marking who can come in and who can't. You know?
Then they begin at the ancient men which were before the house.
You know why did they begin there? Because the ancient men was known for the wisdom. They was known as the priests. All right, they was known as the heads